So as always, I was kind of bad and I went to the Goodwill bins for this challenge 3 times in a row. It's always so hard for me to get the camera straight on my little phone stand thing. Anyway, yeah, 3 times. So the first time I spent $57.50. Then I spent $88.39. And then the best day, I spent $165. Yes, this is a lot of pounds coming through. But you know, I did show you all the Play-Dohs and Once Upon a Child already, so that's taken out. So all that's left that I'm going to show is what I am going to list myself, or what I'm going to just put to the Rhea Lana consignment that I was talking about before. So I didn't give those items to Once Upon a Child because I was pretty certain I could get a lot higher than what they would give me. And a lot of them are coats because the Rhea Lana is in July, but it is like their winter sale, so they want coats and stuff like that. Unlike Once Upon a Child right now is focusing more on summer. So that's why I did that. But yeah, the total then is $310.89 coming out of the challenge bank. Oops. But we have a lot of great finds. So first we have this Harley Davidson Pat Rogers Speedway. As I drop it, Pat Rogers Speedway. So yeah, it's from 2006, so technically is vintage. It's pretty cute, I would say. And then this is just a North Face for the trade-in program, which I'm going to be sending in soon. I keep saying that, but like literally my bag is almost full. So after these, I got a couple from these last couple of hauls. It should be full and ready to be shipped out. And I'll probably update. I don't know. I don't know if I'll update on here because it's not going to be part of this challenge at all. Even though I'm buying from the challenge. But I had other stuff, so what I buy doesn't seem fair to sell with the challenge. But anyway, yeah. Then these Nike Kids sweatpants. I've been going back and forth on whether I will tag them for the Rhea Lana. Oh, there is like a spot here I gotta scrub out. And then they are new with tags, just bins residue. Or if I'm going to list on my own, so stay tuned. But then we have another pair that's not new with tags, so I'm sure I will tag these for Rhea Lana. And it's swimsuit season, so of course I had to get a swimsuit from Aerie that is new with tags. Unfortunately, couldn't find the top, but the bottoms still do sell. Also, if you hear like crunching, that's my dog. She's chewing on a toy, so I'm sorry. I'm going to try to edit that out as much as possible. But hopefully you just have me on in the background and you're working and it's not too bothersome, I hope. Then we have these Rag & Bone, which I haven't been picking up a lot of lately because I usually find the skinny. But these are the Dre Low Rise Slim Boyfriend. So obviously not skinny, but I don't know. They do have like a tear here at the hem, but they have it on this leg as well on both sides, so I think it's supposed to be that way. You know, low rise is coming back in, so hopefully we get some good money with these. Then we have a Levi's trucker jacket, and literally I just sold one 30 minutes prior to filming this video. And this is a good size large, so hopefully it does well. Then I have these Athleta pants. I have sold these several times before, about $30. They are size large. I didn't see anything wrong with them, but who knows under the bright light, except some pilling on the inside. Then I got some Bombas. They are a size XL. And they, you know what? Actually, yeah. I think it got like snagged in the bins and I don't really want to sell them in this condition, so I'm just going to give them to my husband. But then we have these York Peppermint Patty socks. I like just picking up like cute novelty socks, even though they only go for like $5 to $10. It's just a nice little bundle add-on. But I mean, if people buy on their own, I don't really care, you know. I usually don't pick up this brand, but my consignment client has been giving me it a lot. It's Lauren Ralph Lauren, and this is the black label, which I believe is a little bit better than the green. Obviously, it's not purple, but and it is a bigger size, which has been doing better for me, but it's just a simple button down pink and green floral-ish print. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. Like, I always feel like I'm talking fast during these videos, but, you know, after work and, you know, doing some reselling and videos, I just need to speed things up. And that's okay. No one wants to sit here and watch an hour-long video, Amber, so speed up. North Face for the trade-in. We have some Roots leggings. I've sold the brand Roots several times. It is a Canadian brand and usually does fairly well. I have not sold their leggings though, so I'm not too sure about them. Hopefully they do, as well as like their sweaters and other things. Then we got some Miss Me jeans. They are white and they were actually thrown in a shoe bin. And I'm very surprised, at least to my knowledge right now, and when looking at them over the bins, actually no, I did know about this. There's like some spotting right there, which really isn't too bad. I'll soak them in some OxyClean and hopefully we'll be good. These are the boot and they look to be, well, on me, they are full length, but probably someone like normal height, like 5'6", 5'7" for a woman. I'm like 5'3.5", 5'4" on my best day. They're probably ankle, but yeah. I just sold some Miss Me fairly quickly capris, which I heard they are actually back in. So maybe these being ankle will be good. I've never seen a North Face like this. I think it is fairly older. You know what? Who cares, right? Does anybody really care? Apparently not, because it's not on here. But I've never seen it. I've never seen anything like this. But whatever. It's going in the trade-in program. Then I have a Trump tie. I got this because it is new and it's kind of a cute color. I have no idea what they really retail for, but I've seen some people sell them really well. So I wish there were more than one so I could bundle, but and you know me, I love Hannah Anderson. I always pick it up, especially at the bins. So we got this cute top. And I don't give it to Once Upon a Child. And I'm not going to do Rhea Lana with it either. It just sells better for me by my own, I think. Why does my hair look like that? Okay, that's better. I was like, it's like completely off. I don't know. Oh, why do I get things? What are these? Oh, these are Obermeyer. Oh my, I should have looked at these a lot better. How I didn't notice this big, you guys can see it. I know you can. Yes, this monstrosity right there. I don't know. But they do need a wash as well, but hopefully it'll be okay. Obermeyer usually is a good brand, especially for snow pants and things like that, so. Then I got another new tag tie. It is Kilborn in Finch, and it looks to be maybe vintage. I don't know. But it is 100% silk. It says our price is $19.99. So hopefully it's vintage. Otherwise, I probably will not make much on this. And yes, these Vans are very disgusting, but they have little kitties on them. And I have sold these, I believe 3 times. Even though they are in this bad shape, I believe I could still sell them for 20 bucks. And another coat. Yeah, I know. This is a Michael Kors. It is down and it has this cute belt. I'm going to wait to send this in a little bit later to ThredUp. I have sent in a couple coats as of lately and they're not selling, you know, obvious reasons. People can buy in the summer, but they're usually not. So I'm going to wait a little bit, probably September. I would say I'm going to start sending in coats. So gotta stay tuned till September, I guess, because I'm sure I'll still be going because it is slow going with me working full time and doing this, but I like a good challenge. And then we have this boating cardigan. Love this color. All right, and we got a Barefoot Dreams hooded sweater. I know Barefoot Dreams is kind of dead, but they are still selling for me, so I'm going to keep picking them up, especially at the bins for $2. And they're selling for like 25 and up. I sold a new without tags one for 65 yesterday, so. And I didn't even look this one up, and I've never heard of it, Mary Wool Layers, but any base layer that's wool, and especially in good condition, is an automatic pickup. Oh, the Sundance. It's so cute with the pearl snap buttons and the corduroy up here. I wish it was my size. I would totally steal it from my inventory. I debated picking this up because I have had a lot of ASOS pieces and they just don't sell for what I want them to. But again, I feel like this is very in, especially right now. And it is a plus size, US 24. And I feel like a lot of these ladies, they need something trendy and cool as well. So here we are. Then we have a Rothschild jacket. Again, this is another one I'm debating on listing myself. The show isn't until July, so I might just list them right now and see what happens. Although that is a lot of work. And then if I don't sell before July and take it down, I don't know. This one is going to be for the show, though. It is a Jawa, new with tags, and it comes with these little mittens. Super cute. I think it had a TJ Maxx tag on it. I don't know what this is. Oh, they wanted $5 at a garage sale. So I think I ripped off the TJ Maxx tag already. But yeah, adorable. Ooh, and I have several sweaters, so I'm definitely ready for the winter and fall. This is called Suit Supply, and it's mohair silk. I didn't even look it up. I just was like, mohair and silk, they go together. Perfect. Love it. Excellent condition. And it is in a size XL, so yeah. Oh, and I got this 48-piece dinosaur puzzle for Rhea Lana. Did I count it? I checked out before I counted it, so fingers crossed it's all there. And I'm definitely in a different wheelhouse. Like, I don't pick up sheets really. Like, I just don't. But this is Pottery Barn, so here I am. Hopefully it goes well. All right, and we found a couple Lululemon pieces. This one is a size 4 Swiftly Tech. I decided not to sell it to Plato's Closet because the Swiftleys do pretty well for me. And then we have several pairs of shoes. AGL, which is, I'm going to butcher the name. Atilio, why am I even? Is ATG. If you want to know what it is, look it up. Bottoms, not that great, but I am going to send them to ThredUp to hopefully, you know, get a little bit better than what I can and quicker. Then we have some Birkenstock shoes. I actually love these. Unfortunately, they're not my size, but like everyone goes for the Birkenstocks, but they didn't even notice these. I don't even know. I mean, it is kind of hard to see the Birkenstock on the side, but like literally I found one of them and it was flipped up, and you can obviously read that, but whatever, fine by me. I'm gonna list them on my own. Then we have some Naote, and they looked in fairly almost new condition, like well, not almost new, they're like very good condition. You can tell some feet have been there. Oh no, unless that's supposed to come out. Does anybody know, is this supposed to come out? I don't know. It doesn't look like it was like really glued. I don't know. Was gonna send them to ThredUp, and I'm definitely am now, just, you know, so they can decide if that's how it's supposed to be. That's a good brand though. Like it's usually like 25-30 bucks. And then we have some Danskos, and I did the little thing for dry rot, you know, bend it back. I think these are very on trend right now. Cottagecore Prairie. So I will list these on my own. Then we have a new with tag Michael Kors hat. Retail or MSRP on it is $48, but it was at TJ Maxx for $17. Then we have this LL Bean jacket. Unfortunately, it's not a barn coat, but I think it could be classified as a work coat for sure. And we have another Lululemon piece. I haven't seen one really like this in a while. In this size, either an XL, so that's nice. Very cute. And then this brand that I have not heard of, Super USN. I don't know. This is the back and the brand. Super RSN. My cousin gave it to me and he's like, you should look this up. It's very good quality. And it is. It's a very thick, heavyweight sweatshirt. I can't remember off the top of my head what the comps were, but they were very good. I mean, especially from being from the bins. I'll try to put a comp up here, but from what I remember, it was very good and I decided to get it. Then we have a Disney little Minnie Mouse polka dot one-piece swimsuit. What is this? Oh, this is an Old Navy fur jacket. That is kids. That's going to Rhea Lana. This is a J. McLaughlin. I can't remember what the content. Yeah, 100% cashmere. Just needs a little sweater shaving going on. Then we have this Pendleton jacket with the signature plaid print on the inside. Super adorable. let's see, what is this? Wool cashmere, and it is from the brand Jessie Lou, San Francisco. There's that tag. Never heard of it, but with it being wool cashmere, I decided to pick it up. And it doesn't look to be shrunk either. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a cropped cardigan. Then I found a couple pieces of Todd Snyder. I have never found this brand before, and look at this chunky sweater. Adorable. And what is it? It is 100% merino wool. And this other one, it is recycled Italian cashmere from Todd Snyder as well. I was seeing comps for like 100 plus. Then we have this giraffe print crossbody by Dooney and Burke. It does have, you know, some scuffing on it. The worst thing is probably that hit there and on here. But it should still be a pretty solid $20 bag. I was thinking about sending it to ThredUp, but I'm pretty sure that they will reject it for those flaws, but someone will love it. Then we have several packs, so I dropped one, of vintage pantyhose. They're all made in the USA. They're various brands, or, well, yeah, various brands and dates. 2003, 1998. I think these are more, yeah, 2003, 2003, and 2002. And I think I have a couple more, but I figured I will lot the 2003s together, and then probably these as well, if they are the same kind of thing. Actually, oh no, what happened? Someone, I didn't even notice that. I thought I threw the ones that were open back, but I guess I didn't. So these are kind of a dud. Those will be a redonate. But these are all unopened. Then I grabbed this thinking it was Sundance, because Sundance does a lot of these like floral cuffs with the buttons and things like that. And this felt very boho Sundance. And I forgot to look it up. I'm so bad at that at the bins, but it's Arata Silent Journey. I still haven't looked it up. So hopefully it's a good brand. Otherwise, you know, maybe I'll keep it for myself. I'm just a sucker for Disney and 4th of July coming up, so I'm sure it'll sell. It's just from Old Navy, but then this Savage by Fenty oversized sweater. I don't know. Another coat. It was definitely a sweater and coat bins kind of thing. This is an Eddie Bauer. It is down as well. So I'm going to save that with that Michael Kors from earlier and send it off to ThredUp. Then we just have an LL Bean thicker corduroy button down. Some Prana leggings. I guess they're not really leggings, they're kind of like a straight leg legging. And this torrid dress that I'm probably going to send to ThredUp. these Spanx snake print pants. They are skinny. Not really sure why I got them. I think I'm just gonna send them to ThredUp because skinny's not really selling that well on my other platforms. And it hasn't been for a while, and I know that. And then another bed sheet. This one's from UGG. It's 100% cotton. Usually the bed sheets there are very, very stinky and just ratty. So I was surprised to find some 2 decent ones. And I got this giant Pikachu stuffed animal. The soles are like between 100 and 150. So yeah, it needs a good wash. Off to the washer. Then I got this Old Navy sweater. Old Navy sells surprisingly pretty decent for me. So this should be like 15-20 bucks. Then I got this Ralph Lauren that my grandma found for me. Cute little nylon bag. Just says Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna send that into ThredUp because I'm pretty sure they can sell it better than me. Just needs a quick little wipe down. Then this Club Monaco cashmere sweater does look a little bit shrunk, but I am gonna send it to ThredUp and they do measurements and stuff, so hopefully someone can love it. Then I got this vintage needlepoint pillow. It does have like a little bit of separation on the back, but it's like not like a hole, if that makes sense, you know. And it is in very good, clean condition. Just like a little spot here that I think I can just hopefully wipe off because I didn't want to put it through the washer and it get messed up, but it does need like a wipe down for sure. And then I'll probably throw it in the dryer. Again, something I usually don't pick up. I was ecstatic when I found this dress by Banjanin, or I think that's how you say it. The tiger logo, I don't know. But it does have a spot on the front, so I will have to stain treat that. Just a little bit right here, but it is super adorable. And then I got this Joie New with Tags sweater zip up. That's gonna go to ThredUp. Then these Stuart Weitzman. I don't know. It's kind of like cheetah print, but not, if that makes sense. Double bow peep toe. Very, very cute. But they are gonna go to ThredUp. Then I got this Versace jacket. I'm not sure if it is authentic. I gotta check that out. But to be honest, I might just send it off to ThredUp so that they can authenticate it. And I bet I can get a better price more quickly. And if I try to sell it on my own, since it is kind of just a basic piece. But I do need to wash it. It does have like Ben's residue on it, nothing that won't come off. Then I got a couple pairs of new without tags, but they are still stuck together and have this little thing of little Santa Stitch socks. Stitch does pretty well for me, so I'll probably lot these 2 up or just make 1 listing with 2 quantity. Simple, easy listing. And the other simple, easy listing is this American Girl doll dress. I wish I found something to go with it, but honestly, this is very easy and doesn't weigh a thing. And this was another hoodie that my cousin gave me and said it was very good quality and was with that other one. Sayas Bon. Never heard of it, but looked it up and it seemed to be about $30–40 or so, and it's in a very nice mint green color. And I picked up this new with tag Lucky brand, just basic but kind of, you know, elevated a little bit, and it is new with tags and size large, which does pretty well for me, especially new with tags. Should be about $20–25. Then these new with tag LL Bean, they're called the Pathfinder shorts. They retailed for $50, so hopefully I can get $20–30. And I got this Taylor Swift sweater, which I'm not sure is authentic. I don't know. I haven't seen one like this, so I'm not sure. And it does have like a little patch down here, so I will have to do some research on that. If not, I might just give it to Plato's Closet because they just buy it just because it says Taylor Swift on it. And then this Beyond Yoga by Donnie, little sweatshirt thing. I just realized there's something in the pocket. Oh, just the tag. So not new with tags, unfortunately. Then this was at Plato's Closet for $10 on clearance as well, but it's Kangol by H&M. Kangol is like an Australian brand. It does need a good sweater shaving for sure. I didn't even look it up. I don't know. I'm very bad lately, especially with this challenge of looking things up at the bins. Then these are the girls' version of Lululemon Dance Studio pants. I don't know what they're called in the Ivivva, which is the girls' Lululemon. They don't make that brand anymore, but the Dance Studio is still very sought after. And I couldn't pass up another Disney, especially a vintage one, and look how tropical it is. So cute. Then this is a trench coat. I'm not even gonna attempt to say this name. It sounds dirty if I say it. But that's the brand. My husband looked it up and it was going for about $100 or so. And I didn't see any flaws with it at the bin, so we'll see. Then I picked up this Fig scrub top. It is in a size 5XL, which you do not see often, especially at the thrift stores. So I thought that would be good to pick up. Then just a little North Face hat, which I think they still give $10 for a hat. So trade in. And then as I was leaving, I looked in a bin and here were these St. John pants. Now they do have imperfection on the back. They got a hole and someone sewed it up, and you can still see the little hole here if you pull that up in the waist elastic, but they should still sell for about 20 bucks. If not, I mean, without the flaw, and there is a little bit of a weird thing here, they would have sold for like 50 or so. All right, and then something else out of my wheelhouse is this Lexus like cargo net for your trunk of your car. Some of them are selling for like 20 bucks. And another North Face jacket for the trade-in. Then we have this made in Hawaii vintage nylon polyester cotton blend. It's from RJ's Fashions, but it's made in Honolulu. This like very cute tropical muumuu. And I got this cute little Build-A-Bear butterfly costume. Some more Birkenstocks. I actually got these right when the shoe bins went out. Otherwise they would have definitely got taken before I could get there. Obviously there is some scuffing and that sucks because they're white, but they are the London style, which is still very sought after. And they are, I believe these are the leather ones. So yeah, they should sell pretty well. My grandma found me a cute little Patricia Nash wristlet. Has some spots on the back, but I think they can just swipe off. I always love picking up vintage craft pieces, and this is, well, the copyright says in 1969. I'm not too sure when this was, but it's like a cute little strawberry ornament, I guess. But it is made in the USA. And I got this Dreamland Baby weighted, ooh, yeah, weighted all right. Weighted sleep sack. Does have like pilling to it. I want to say I saw a spot or two, but yeah, I think that can just be wiped off on the back. It looks like just surface. I am gonna sell, actually I'll probably just post it actually myself. I know in good condition or new with tags they can sell pretty well, but with it being pilled like this, I would say maybe 20 bucks. Oh, here's another stitch, so I'll just do a quantity 3. Oh, I meant to show this to my grandma. I didn't really mean to get it because I'm not sure if it's supposed to really be like this or if it's just so dirty. I don't know. Like, it looks intentional, but not. Like, because this is, I don't know. It's kind of giving me the creeps holding it. But yeah. And then another brand I haven't heard of, but it's made in Italy, Bianco in blue. There's that tag. And it is nylon, viscose wool, cashmere, and silk. I always like to pick up the made in Italy pieces. It seems like they have a pretty good demand, and they're always good quality. Then we got this scarf. I believe it was, here it is. It's a blend of something. Oh, that's right. It was in, oh, here it is. Yeah. 100% cashmere. Gift from Jerusalem. So I guess that's the brand, but I can't pass on 100% cashmere. It does have a couple of poles, but this is a very, very cute scarf. Then I have a Jellycat bag. Unfortunately, I didn't find the Jellycat, but I have a couple that are for sale. I think only really one of the ones I have for sale now will fit in here, but I got these just in case I find one later without a bag. They weigh nothing. And I think people even sell the bags, but I'm not going to do that. Then along with that other Pikachu, I found a 1997 Pikachu mask. Then I got these Born very cute lace up boots. Haven't decided if I'm gonna send to ThredUp or list on my own. I'm leaning towards list on my own because they are in fairly good condition. Some natural scuffing to the patina, but nothing bad. Oof. Yeah, should have looked at this better. Or maybe that was, no. Well, I was gonna send this to ThredUp. Apparently I didn't look on the side. Where did it go now? There's like some holes in a couple of spots on the side of this freaking dress. I was gonna test David's bridal, sending that in, because I see a lot of that, but not now. That's gonna be a redonate. Then I got another sleep sack, but this one's not weighted, so it's not as much money. This is from Kaya Baby. Then this super cute Mac Studios smock top dress going to ThredUp. And this is just a Land's End coat, but it is a kid's medium, and I'm gonna take that to the consignment. Then we got this Dale button-up shirt. It does need a wash, but it's fairly cute. And I got this 100% pure cashmere sweater. It does have some holes in the back of the neck, but if you roll it just right, it's not too noticeable. But I am gonna send it to ThredUp, just because it doesn't really have a distinct brand with it. I feel like it's just easier to send to ThredUp, and they know how to market it a little bit. Well, not that they know, just people search it more, I think, on there, and they don't care about the brand as much. Then we have a North Face for the trade-in. Like I said, I think the bag's gonna be full now. Then I just gotta figure out what to purchase. Then we have this kids NHL jersey that's gonna go to the consignment. And then just a basic Olabar brown long sleeve polo. Okay, then we have this BCBG Paris leather bag for ThredUp. Then this Eloquii super soft sweater. I hate getting all these coats in the summer, but you just can't pass them up, like I said. Now this is a Chinese or Japanese brand, Bade of Faye. It says fashion and has symbols underneath. But in the content was in Japanese as well. But it is real fur. I believe they said duck fur, which I didn't know like had fur. Like that sounds stupid, but like I didn't know it looked like this. But anyway, so if that's legit, hopefully about 80 bucks or so for this. And we got some Peloton shoes, always a great sell for me, in a size 45. And some kids Jordans. They are a little bit discolored for sure. If they don't sell quickly, I can always trade them in at Once Upon a Child, I'm sure. Then this Shoshana polka dot dress, which I've seen that polka dot is back in. Not like it ever went out. It's kind of like a classic print, but it's more trendy, I should say. You know, like the grandma core kind of going on, but that's gonna go to ThredUp. I don't have good luck selling that brand on my own, but it sells on ThredUp. And then we have this Disney, I think it's a Spirit jersey. It's just plush. I think. I mean, it says Disney World on the back. I think that's what a Spirit jersey is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but regardless, Spirit jersey or not, it is very cute. I know cute doesn't mean it'll sell, but trust me, it'll sell. Spirit jerseys and Disney sell well for me. I don't know what size this is. Maybe it was somewhere. I swear I saw a size, but I don't know. Whatever. Oh, it's up there. Size small, Harley Davidson, all mesh jacket. Haven't seen one of those. I think it's older style. Then we have, that's for new. I saw these were new, and I'm not sure why I picked them up. If they weren't, I usually don't, but they're in very good condition. 5230 Carhartts. Oh, they have that on the back. Just not the actual, like, what am I trying to think? Cardboard tag. The card stuff. And then we have this kid's coat for Rhea Lana. Oh, I got this for my golden doodle just because everything I buy her, it doesn't fit her. And it's not like she's like that big, but I just thought it'd be kind of funny to put this on her. And if it doesn't fit, I'm sure we can sell it. We're almost done, I swear. And then this London Fog snow one-piece thing for Rhea Lana. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm saying it way too much. Oh, this is the last thing. Cool. Just a basic Old Navy new with tags puffer vest. Hopefully about $20-25 for that. And yeah, that is it. Big haul, but so much stuff for $310. And you already saw what we're taking to Plato's and Once Upon a Child. I think we'll make more than half of that back. So, you know, all of this will be like $100, and there were a couple pieces that I said I think I can get 100. And if not, selling 2 for 50, or I don't know, 4 for 20, 25, I mean, 5 for 20, you know, and then we still have who knows how many pieces. I don't know, I didn't even count. Is it 100? Probably. But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode to see what we sell next and how long it takes for my $10, actually $5.99, to turn into $10,000. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Bye.